Very good morning, mate. My name is Akhil Kaushik, and I'm working as an assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department of TIT Bhiwan, which is a Birla Institute since 1943. So today's topic is pointers, which is considered the most perplex or enigmatic topic in C language. Because of pointers, loads of future software engineers lose their interest in programming. Hence, I will try to make it easier for you to understand this complex topic. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we'll talk about variables. As you guys know, a variable is a container or exactly a memory space which stores a constant value at a given instant. Because this value can be altered or replaced by any other constant, it is called a variable. That is, whose value can vary. Now, we can also say that variable is like a house available for rent where different tenants live at different times. Please note that pointers are also a kind of variables. So pointers are a special variables which instead of storing a simple constant, they actually store address of another variable in them. Because it stores address of another variable and the address is always positive, hence the data type of a pointer is always unsigned integer, and the format specifier that we use here is %u. Okay, you also need to know two special operators that will be used with the pointers. The first one is the ampersand or and operator, also known as address of operator in C. The second one is called the star or indirection operator, which is also called the value add operator in C language. It is also called indirection operator, which indicates that the variable next to it is a pointer. So it is used for pointer declaration. Please remember, it's a very important thing that when and star come together, they get cancelled with each other. Okay, so this example shows how we can declare and initiate a pointer. The first line shows how we declare a variable, and the second line shows how we give it an initial value. We can also combine both tasks as shown in line 3 in the comments. Similarly, the line 4 demonstrates how we can declare a pointer. Remember the indirection or star pointer we discussed before? It is used for pointer declaration. So here int star ap simply means that we are declaring an integer kind of pointer whose name is ap. Okay, so this indirection pointer is used for differentiating it from the normal variables. Okay, so the next line shows how we can initialize the pointer. As we have discussed, pointer stores address of a variable. So this ap pointers stores address of variable a, and we can also combine both the declaration and the initialization statements in one line as shown in the comment that integer star ap equals to address of a. Okay, so now coming to the basic working of pointers. So what we have done here is we have initialized a variable a to the value 10, and then we also declared another pointer variable star ap, and we given ap the value of the value which is address of a. Okay, so the first printf statement, what it is doing, it is simply printing the value of a. The subsequent printf statement prints address of a through address of operator. As address of a is also assigned to ap, which is the pointer here, so the third printf statement also produces same output as the previous line. Now we also need to remember that ap is a pointer variable, that is it is also stored in memory, so it also have an address, so we can print that address by using address of operator. So the fourth printf statement, we can print the address of ap by printing the value of and ap. Now the last line is very important. is basically printing the value of star AP, which is a bit tricky. How it is calculated? Because value of AP is address of A, so we substitute that in star AP, which becomes star uh, and A. So star and A are coming together, so they both get cancelled and only A remains. It simply means value at address of A or value of A. Okay, so now we have covered the basics and we are coming to the next topic, which is pointers of myriad data types. Here I have declared pointers of character, integer and float data types to check size of each variable, where whether simple or a pointer variable, we are using an inbuilt function known as size of. So size of is an inbuilt C function which basically gives output in the term of bytes which are allocated in the memory for any variable. So as shown, the size of character, integer, float variables are always different. They are coming different sizes. We already know that character takes 1 byte in memory, integer takes 2 bytes, float takes 4 bytes, double takes 8 bytes, and the long double takes 10 bytes in memory. But when we see the size of their pointers, whether it is of integer or character or float data type, the address, the size of the pointers is always same. Reason is quite simple. They are all addresses. Okay, so you must always remember that no matter what data type is written when we declare a pointer, it is always unsigned integer and it is taking 2 bytes in memory. Okay, so you also need to know that in some new architectures of processors, it is taking 4 bytes. Okay, so don't get confused with that. So uh, here we have taken a float type of pointer, float star CP. So what does this means? Whenever we write any data type before a pointer, so it is not making uh, the difference in their sizes, but what exactly it means, what difference does it makes? So it is quite simple. So if we write float star CP, it simply means that CP is a pointer and it stores address of a float variable. Okay, now this is where you can note the difference. Okay, so what we have done here is we have taken an integer variable and we have also taken its pointer. So when we print the value of this integer pointer, let's suppose we get that value 109. So if we increment that value by 3, it actually gets incremented by 6 because it is of integer data type. So 3 into 2 is 6. So instead of incrementing by 3, it gets incremented by 6. So now when we print the value of AP, it outputs 150. And now when we decrement it by one value, so instead of getting decremented by 1, it gets decremented by 2. Why? Because AP was of integer data type. So now we get the value of AP as 113. Similarly, CP, which was of float data type, let's suppose its original value was 116. So now when we decrement its value by 3, what happens is it gets decremented by 12. Why? Because float takes 4 bytes in memory. So 3 into 4 is 12. So it gets decremented by 12. So if initially it was on 116, now the value of CP becomes 104. Okay. So these are the most important things or concepts that we need to remember when we talk about pointers arithmetic. Uh, like pointers can be incremented or can be decremented. A constant can be added or subtracted into a pointer. Okay, but it cannot be multiplied with a pointer, and it cannot be divided with a pointer. Okay. uh, when we talk about operations or arithmetic between pointers, only one operation is allowed between two different pointers, that is subtraction. Okay, so you must remember that you can only subtract one pointer from another pointer. We cannot add two pointers, we cannot multiply them, we cannot do division between them. Okay, so all these points must be remembered whenever we are dealing with pointers. Okay, so this is the last topic of our basic pointer discussion. This is pointer to a pointer. So what is a variable? Variable is a memory space which stores a constant. Pointer, what is pointer? Pointer is a special variable which stores address of another variable. Okay. The next step is pointer to a pointer. So pointer to a pointer is a special kind of variable which stores address of another pointer in it. Okay. So as we can see in this particular example, we have taken a variable a of integer data type. Okay, and we have taken its pointer star ap. So ap stores the value of a. Then we are declaring a pointer to a pointer, which is shown using two star operator. So double star app means that it is a pointer to a pointer variable. So app is basically storing address of ap. What was ap? Ap was a pointer. So a simple variable stores constant, pointer stores address of a variable, and pointer to a pointer stores address of a pointer. Okay, and when you run this example, all these things will be very clear to you. Like if we want to print the value of a, we can directly do it. If we want to print the address of a, it can be done with the help of two things. Either we can print the value of its pointer, or we can use the ampersand operator in front of a to print its address. And then we can also print the address of ap. Similarly, we can also print the value of app, which will output the same thing as address of ap. As app was a pointer to a pointer but basically stored in memory, so we can also print its address using AND operator. Okay, and we have also discussed this thing previously, that value of a can be printed using star ap. Star ap means star and ap was address of a, so putting that value in ap, so star and ampersand gets cancelled and we get value of a. Similarly, when we print the value of double star app, what happens is, what is app? It is address of ap. So putting that value here, so one star and gets cancelled, and we remained with star ap. And then again we substitute ap with address of a, they get cancelled, and what remains is a. So this is a simple functioning of pointer to a pointer. So in this way you can try all these examples, you can run them, and you will understand that it is not complex thing. All you got to remember is pointer is just another variable, but instead of storing a constant, it is storing address of another variable. Okay, so good luck with your programming. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, so where we'll discuss the advanced topics of pointers. Okay, good luck with learning. Thank you.